Hey, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to create a quick little video. I went downstairs from my edit suite and a new RF lens had just arrived. This is actually my first RF lens. It's the 15-35. So I thought we'd just do a quick unboxing. If you flip around here, we walk past all the different gear that is kind of out from some of the shooting. Here is the product. I've got the 18-35 f1.8 on the lens at the moment with just autofocus on with the MC11 adapter. So you can just check out how that is going as well. All right, DHL packaging. So I've got the R5 coming in the next week or so, and I'm super excited about that new camera. And I thought, what lens would be the best lens to get with this camera? And the 15-35 was a pretty obvious choice. It's got in-body stabilization, which works really well with the actual sensor stabilization as well, to deliver, I think, like 8 stops of stabilization, which is just incredible. Okay, we'll get rid of some of this packaging. Whew. And the other little thing that I bought, because you gotta have it, is the EF to RF adapter. So this means that I get to use all my EF lenses on the new body, which I'm curious how the autofocus will go on that. So we'll probably create some videos to come about how the autofocus is with those EF lenses on the R5. All right, here is the adapter. We will put that to the side for now. Let's open this guy up. So I'm sure that many of you are looking at switching your EF lenses to RF lenses because of the new R5 and R6 that is being released in the next week or so. And for good reason. They're really, really good quality lenses. It's probably like the most expensive lens I've actually ever bought. It came in around 3,000 Aussie. Packaging is black. It's kind of your normal Canon box here. Let's open it up. Fun fact, this is the first unboxing video I have ever done. So let me know in the comments below how I'm actually going with this. All right, so starting from the top, I think it's the top, we have here a nice little lens pouch. You know, I actually don't know if I've ever bought a Canon lens brand new. So this might be the first Canon lens I've ever bought brand new. I think so. I'm kind of one of those guys that buys lenses secondhand, and then when I'm done with them, I just sell them off again. I find that people look after their lenses, so I don't usually need to, but new camera body, I figured new lens. Okay, so we have here the lens hood. It's definitely made out of plastic, but I would say it's a little bit softer than the plastic in the EF lenses actually, which is interesting, but it's definitely sturdy and it does scratch up a little bit on there, but it's kind of this matted black. All right, and here's the reason that you actually get this box. The 15-35 RF. And here is the lens. So here's my hand, here's the lens. It is, if we want to compare it to another lens that we have around, this is a tiny lens. This is the 28 f2 by Sony. This is the 15-35. I'd say it's about the same length as like an 18-35 or a 24-105 Canon, but it's definitely thicker. It's actually quite stubby. It's an 82mm thread. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so it's an 82mm thread. The glass doesn't go to the edges, but there is this thread that goes around there. Here we go. So this is the control ring that everybody keeps speaking about. So we have here zoom ring, 15-35. Very, very smooth there. Feels nice. The element does push up as we zoom in and out. Then we have our focus wheel here. Now there is no marking for the focus on the lens body itself, which is okay. All this stuff's digital in the camera now. I'd prefer to have a native lens that the autofocus works well rather than trying to pull focus manually and looking at the marks on the lens. I think the days of pulling focus like that for at least videographers and content creators is gone. Definitely in the film world, you would be pulling focus still, but not with these types of lenses. You know, you'd be getting a cinema lens for that. The control ring's a really nice touch on this lens because it allows you to set that to any other feature, supposedly. You can change it to your ISO or your white balance, or for me, it's probably going to be the f-stop. It's going to be the aperture, so that I can pull. I would have liked to have seen it actually at the back here, so that it's similar to a vintage lens, that the aperture ring is at the back there, but that's okay. So we have here stabilization button, nice switch, very distinct sound. You can hear it really well. I wonder how the autofocus is going on the 18 to 35. I've never actually left it on like this before, but we'll see if it actually keeps up. And then we have here yep, so that sounds nice. And when we look at the back element, ooh. So this is something that changed from the EF to the RF lenses. You've got here this square element as opposed to the circular ones from before. And that's really just to do with the fact that the flange distance with these RF cameras are significantly less because they are mirrorless. So that lens element can move further back towards the actual sensor itself. And it does allow for a sharper image. It allows for better rendition of image quality. That's one of the reasons that I didn't actually opt for the 16 to 35 EF version. I got the RF lens, not just because of the autofocus, but also because the image quality out of this lens is just that much better. And it's nice to work with native lenses, so yeah, cool. Well, I haven't got the camera yet, so I can't actually do any tests with the lens, but I should be getting the camera in around about 5 days from now. So if you stay tuned, subscribe, and like this video, I'm going to be putting out more content with the Canon R5 and with this lens. Cheers.